So do I gotta talk like right into it or what?
Now, like I said, you can just adjust it, move it around however you want it. I just don't want to cover in your face either,
Where's
you
the
know what I
camera
mean?
right there? Okay.
Now, like I said, you can just. Oh, straight up rookie, dog.
You already started.
They can hear us.
Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered. The real deal. No pre-planning. No chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
¿Qué hubo, mi gente? Straight up rookie move again, once again, right off the spot, trying some new stuff and busted out with the rookie move. You guys could hear me. I didn't have my microphones plugged in right. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I'd like to personally invite, if this is your first time, welcome. This is a spot where we talk about anything and everything, and tonight's gonna be no different, man. Tonight's gonna be no different. I want to thank anybody who's joining us for the first time. If you're joining us, on behalf of my guest, Mr. Mario, welcome to the show. I want to give a shout out before I forget for my gear tonight. My gear is by Mr. Rick Balderrama. Came by the house this weekend. We got to shoot the shit a little bit, and he left me a cool T-shirt, Tejano Ain't Dead, and a leather cap, bro. I never worn a leather cap, but está mendigo. It's badass. So,
Nice, dude.
yeah. Shout out already, man. Quick shout outs to Southern Florida. I think Completo's in the house. Brandon Vasquez. Let's see. Christy Lee. Hello. Jesse Esparza. What's up, man? El Vidal. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Gumaro. What's going on, brother? Always tuning in. Gumaro, I haven't seen a good plate lately, bro. What's up? You're slacking, bro. My buddy Gumaro, man, he always puts these badass platones on the... yeah, dude, and right when I'm hungry too. So, but no, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my guest for this Wacky Wednesday is a Grammy Award-winning producer, Mr. Mario Ortiz, better known in La Onda as Mario. What's up, dog?
What's up? What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Brother, thank you for having me, man. It's an honor to be here, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Nah, I appreciate you giving me the time to come by and talk to me for a little bit. And Mario hit me up yesterday. He's like, "Hey, bro, so what are you gonna ask me?" And I'm like, "Dude, if I tell you what I'm gonna ask you, it kind of takes away from the. That's just the way I am. So if you're a future guest, don't call and ask me what I'm gonna ask you because, hey, there's no script. We just kind of go with it.
Yeah, man.
Mario. Where you originally from, bro?
I was born and raised in Del Rio, Texas. It's about a couple hours west from San Antonio. Yeah, man. Born and raised Del Rio. I grew up there, just playing in church, school, and trying to be a good kid, I guess.
So you how many instruments do you play?
Man, I try to play, bro. Yeah. I mean, I play keys. I play a little bit of drums, bass, a little bit of guitar, but I guess I would just say keys is my axe,
So if you had to make a whole song by yourself, you could record a song just by yourself.
Yeah, I still do that, but
like, hey dog, just move, get out of the way, get out of the way, give me that bass. I got this shit.
Just because you get used to like hearing what you arranged, you work, minutes, hours, whatever the case may be, and you're putting all your heart and soul into this arrangement. And when the guy comes and can't play it right, or just, it kind of destroys it or whatever, you say, you're good, bro. Thank you. And you just wind up, doing it yourself sometimes, man.
So I want to give the people just a quick, a bumper's point of view, outside looking in. If you've noticed the show, that I've been doing artists and just this Tejano, Norteño, even country, Texas country music, our whole Texas theme here, I've been having these artists on and on and on and on and on. I've had some sound engineers on here just to throw in a mix, bro, just to throw in a mix of, as a fan, like, hey dude, it's not just a musician. It's the musician is what you go to see, whatever, but it takes a lot, in music industry in general, it takes a lot to run. It's a business, sure. Right? It's a business from the ground up. And so where I'm going at with this is that, Mario, I got invited one night. My buddy Joey, shout out to Joey Jimenez, Joey Jams, out there with Cole Wetzel. No, I think he's home right now. I think he's home, but shout out to Joey Jams. He's like, Bump, what are you doing? I said, I'm here chilling. He's like, hey dude, come by the studio. I'm going to record this little lick for these guys in Califas. I said, where's the studio? He goes, I'm going to go to my boy Mario's studio. So I went with him and Isaias from Macizo. Shout out to Macizo. And so I show up there, and I've never actually been inside an actual recording studio. Like I've never been inside it. I've seen him on TV. I've heard about him, but I've never actually seen one and the work it takes to make music. So that in general just led me to, I was sitting there speaking to Starla, Joey's other half, in the studio, and it just, as we were carrying a conversation, watching Joey put this lick on the drums, like these, between him and Mario, they were like, well, I don't like this, or change this. And then they would play the shit over again. But to me, the shit sounded exactly the same. Like I couldn't tell the difference. Yeah. And you guys sat there. I mean, it was literally just one little, like a piece of a song or a whole song. I mean, you guys sat there for at least 2 or 3 hours just to get that what do you call it, right? Maybe a little bit less, but to me, it just opened my eyes to what it takes to make the music that we just turn on the radio or we just get on our phone and listen to. It takes a lot of work. So again, it just opened my eyes, like, hey, you know what? I want to bring to the people, to the fans, like everything that involves in making music and bringing us the music that we love to hear and go out and listen to. So Mario, that night we talked and I said, hey, Mario, I got to have you on the show. Like, just let me know when. Yeah. And he's busy. He's on the road a lot, man. This guy. Yeah. And so, yeah, Mario, that's kind of where I got my feeling for the show. You're my first producer that I've ever had, and what other one to have in our genre but Mario. I mean, you say this guy's name, and right away it's like, oh shit, okay, people get all they get like, hey, that dude's for real. He's the real deal. So Mario, that says a lot about you, bro.
Thank you, brother.
And I'm talking like big names. Like, I'm not going to mention names because then if I don't say a name, you say, I told you and you didn't tell me. But there's some big name people. When I say, they'll say, hey, who's on the show this week or whatever. Like, hey, I'm going to have Mario. Oh, hell yeah. Like, you're going to get the real deal. Yeah. Ooh. So, Mario, how many hours do you think you spend in a week inside that studio, bro?
Bro, man, I don't know, man. Yeah, because sometimes because obviously I have a family, and that always comes first. I take care of my family, and then of course we got to pay the bills, right? So,
Right.
So, dude, I'm more of a vampire, man. Like I do the daddy thing during the day, the husband, and as soon as my son gets taken care of after school, make sure the baby's cool, the wife's cool, then we go work, and we're there till, dude. I can't, I don't know. I mean, yeah. There was times,
man.
like back in we're what, 21. So I started working with Gilbert Velasquez with Gibby in 99. And
Was another legendary producer.
bro, shout out to Gibby if he's watching. My mentor, dude, like he took me under his wing, man. And dude, that's kind of where I kind of picked up everything and learned, the recording. It was recording 101 basically there. You know what I mean? I went in there already kind of like knowing the arrangement part. Like
I
know
thought
how
you were
put
going
a
to say,
song
I went
together.
in there learning I could hook up a microphone.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we all knew the basics. We're all once little kids with laptops and computers and you're
Right.
trying to be that dude, right? But yeah, so just that, man. When I started working there, I was young, man. I don't know, 17, 18. No, I was about 18. And
Already a musician, Mario?
yeah, I grew up, like I said, man, chavalon, bro, playing in the church.
And when was your first gig with like a group?
So when I was young, when I was a kid, I would go out on the road doing the church thing, right? Like playing with our church band and playing at conferences and big events, and we were bad, dude.
I
Still
saw
to
you
this
posted
day.
a picture,
So
right?
that's my squad.
That's
bro.
your squad, your original OG
Yeah.
squad, yeah.
So that's kind of where I learned everything, man. I mean, I grew up learning how to play, right? But I did take like classical training at a time, maybe for like 2 or 3 years, and then I took private lessons. But I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like whatever, but both of my teachers were like, "Well, I don't know what else I can teach you." Like,
You're good. You like don't show up no more. I'm just
pretty
stealing
much,
your
dude.
money. I'm just
Yeah,
stealing your money.
Exactly, because all it was okay. Read this piece of music, and I already got to that point to where like, yeah, and you're
So you can read music.
oh yeah, bro, yeah.
You're probably I would maybe second artist in 2 years that can read sheet music.
For real.
Yeah, I mean most people just by ear, bro, especially
yeah.
in the Tejano genre. I mean a lot of it's like a let me hear it and then put it right to it. You know what I mean? But sheet music is a whole nother level, which and I want to talk about a little bit, took you on a different path, bro. Like you learning classical music. So I would assume that keyboards or pianos, that's your go-to.
Yeah, playing keyboard. Okay, because the piano is it's the same thing, right? But like a different part of the family. It's an acoustic, so you're learning how to play the piano, right?
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so first it starts off, left hand, right hand. Like what are they doing? So basically, you're learning how to play bass lines on your left hand. So now, over here you're playing rhythm, you're playing leads. Once you move to the keyboard, then you start messing with sounds and you start learning how to play little drums and da da da. So all that's already kind of like programmed in your head, man. So music theory, I want
This guy's getting scientific on my ass.
dude, it's just I told you we're gonna go deep, bro. It's just knowing your shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
That's
yeah,
basically what it is. Because, bro, in the church too, like that's how it was back in the day. Like, you learn how to play music, and then you go up and back up somebody that goes up and sings, and you don't know the song, and you don't know where they're going, but there's one guy that knows the song, so he's doing this the whole time, giving you numbers, so you know where to change and where the chords are going.
Right.
So that's all music theory, knowing how to read music and what's what and all that. And going back to what you said a little while ago, I don't know too many people that know how to read numbers or music sheets in this industry.
They don't.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like you kind of have to, just because it's just music.
I mean, I would assume that they know, like, hey, you're playing it in the wrong,
Some don't.
the wrong key.
Some don't hear that, bro. That's what you just told me. Well, they play by ear. Was their ear good? You know what I mean? Because they can't hear it, bro.
You're true, bro. You're true, man. That's very, very true. And that's why I'm glad that he's here, man. That's why I'm glad that Mario's here, because he has the ear. He has the ear, and we've been chatting on and off for a while before the show, and you know, Mario he's very vocal on social media. Him and another producer, I won't mention his name. But they don't. I'll tell you this, Mario. You don't throw people under the bus, but you throw people under the bus without like professionally. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. That's to me. That's how I get it, right? Yeah. I interpret it. But it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. You being a producer, you know what I'm saying, you've been in all genres of, well, not, I wouldn't say all genres, but you've been in quite a bit of different genres of music, bro. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying, what it takes. You have that ear. You have all those little specialties about you. Let's talk about, like, okay, and I don't want to go in order because it's Wacky Wednesday, bro. I'm always all over the damn place.
Yeah, I'm the same way, bro.
Hey, so, you know, when you started in Tejano music, right? When you started in Tejano music, was that like your first, you know, I know you played for conferences and stuff like that with the religious music, but when you went into Tejano, was that like your first, like, party people, live band, live crowds, or you started in another?
No, before that I started doing like cover band stuff.
Like top 40 kind of stuff.
Party music.
Yeah.
Yeah. With some homies. And then the Tejano door was, I want to say it's wide open still to this day. So like later on, that's what people at the weddings and quinceañeras and all that want to hear. So yeah, you wind up
playing
it, of course, you know. But I got into the Tejano like late in the game. Not late, but late. I wasn't a fan, or I didn't really know too much about it.
So you didn't grow up like, this is my music.
No, bro, I grew up in the church. Like, that's all.
Dude,
it was.
that's for you to be as knowledgeable. For you to be as knowledgeable about music, right? And to have the ear, and Grammy Award nominees, Grammy Awards, like, you know what I mean? Like you and you didn't grow up with it. That's amazing. That's amazing. But again, it's like you said, you just have the ear. You have the ear for music. You know what I mean? Music in general. Let's talk about. I read somewhere that this guy next to me, I'm sure everybody knows you grew up listening to old school music, oldies music, but you play with the Commodores, bro. How in the hell did that happen, Mario?
How did that happen? It was a friend of a cousin of a
You being for real?
No. It was through my business partner, man. He was managing Thomas McClary, which is the founder of the Commodores. He's the guitar player that plays on the solos on that song Easy. You know, that's him. Anyways, they brought him down to San Antonio to they were honoring him, man, paying homage and doing some kind of special event. And he had asked me if I could put a Commodore's tribute band together. So I called my homies, man, you know, the top 40 musicians here in town. And
yeah,
I said, hey, man, this is what's going on. Y'all interested? Well, yeah, we're going to get paid. And
that's the first question. Are we getting paid? Are we getting paid?
Yes, we're getting paid. So we did it, man. And shout out to my hermano, my brother, Miguel Gutierrez. He was the one that kind of put all this together, man. And then he wanted to incorporate some of the Tejano world. So we brought Jay, we brought Brand.
This gentleman that from the Commodores, he wanted to incorporate.
No, Miguel did.
Oh, Miguel.
My
Okay,
partner,
I got you.
He wanted to kind of showcase
Yeah.
what we have, what we do here, and
I got you.
and like, yeah, we can do, whatever. So the dude loved it, man, and we did the show, we did the event, hung out. This was at a Smoke Barbecue, but before it was Smoke Sky Bar, they used to have another joint like down the street, right next to Sunset Station. And anyway, so we did it there, and so about a month or two goes by, man, and then I get this text from a Florida number, right? I'm like, "Hey, Mario, this is Thomas," and I didn't snap until finally, like, he calls me. I was like, "Oh yeah, what's up, brother?" And I'm over here like, "Holy crap, is this that guy?" So sure enough, man, he asked me, "Hey, are you interested in doing some gigs and going on a couple of tours or whatever?" And I was, "Yeah." So that was it, dude.
How old were you, Mario?
This was about 4 or 5 years ago, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not too long ago.
Yeah, it's not too long ago. This just kind of
Wow, bro. I mean, and playing there, Mario, playing for those kind of crowds is a whole different vibe.
I was just gonna get to that. It's night and day, man. I'm sorry to say, but it's I was like a rock star that day, bro. Like, they paid for my flight when I got to the airport.
Somebody
had a
better pick
limo
you
waiting.
up.
Yeah, with my name on
Mario.
it. Yeah, I even took a picture of that, bro. I was like, holy crap.
Hey, fool, let me stop you. That's Raza de Madre right there. Raza can't just be like, oh, shit, it's for me, bro. All right, cool, let me go.
Like,
hey, hold up, dog. Hold that pic. Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get another one.
Everybody. I'm saying. So, yeah, then you get to the room, and it's like this king suite. You get to the bed, the envelopes on your pillow. And I'm like, what the hell? I open it. It's already my paycheck for the weekend. And I'm like, yeah. Per diem for food, hombre, bro. I didn't have to take anything. Like, they have writers, and what do you want to play on? Give me a Yamaha motif and a Kronos. Okay, done. Boom. I show up. Everything's there. Like, you have your own tech. And hey, are you okay, man? You want some water?
Hey, real quick, they're telling you to put the mic
closer.
A little closer.
Okay, okay.
There you go.
There you go. Test 1 2.
There you go. I got you.
Yeah,
Let me give you some more. Oh, you should be good, Mario. You should be
cool.
good.
But yeah, man. I mean, it was a very cool experience, man. Right now they're in park because of COVID,
Yeah.
So I want to say in 22 things are gonna pick up, and there's gonna be some pretty cool stuff happening, man. So
How do you balance? So does everything stop as far as the studio work? Like, you can't be at two places at one time, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard, bro, to balance everything, like life, period. You know what I mean?
Just waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like me. I tell people I just work here. Like, I wake up, my wife tells me, hey, you got to be here today, or do this today, or do that. And you know what? Being in the military, I thought that I'd be better still. Like, now, hell no. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing Saturday. We wake up Saturday, she's like, hey, you got to be at the soccer field. The game's at 10. You got to be there at 9:30.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm the coach, and I don't even. I don't even.
I feel you, bro.
I don't even know,
keep
man.
us in check, man.
So let's go. Let's look at the chat real quick, because I don't want to miss people, and then people are gonna get off and tell me, "Hey, man, you didn't give."
Said.
Yeah. Shout out to Roger Aguilar, to Miss Lexi. Miss Lexi, how you doing? Thank you for everything you're doing for the Onda Tejana. Verdi Barra down there in Florida, to Sal del Toro, Gumaro, let's see, Jonathan McGraw. What? No sleeping in vents? I don't have Tom's on. I don't have Tom's on this week. Shout out to Randy Navarrete. Let's see. He says, what up to my boy Mario? Oh, puro tripitas, vato.
I'm still waiting for that. Yeah, he promised me.
Adari Barra. Let's see. Danny Rodriguez is watching. Rick Balderrama. What's up, Rick? You missed your shout out already. I'll give you another one.
Yes, sir.
Tejano ain't dead, baby. Check it out. Thank you, Rick, for my shirt and my cap. And to Lionel Correa, Puro Calma Nation in the house. Damn, bro, we got a lot of artists. See? You see? This was happening, Mario. This is exactly why. I'm going to tell you.
Mi compadre Juan Trevino, too, in the house.
Give them all, dude. Yeah. Alex Basulto from Iconics is on.
What's up, bro? Yeah.
So here's the deal to the people who are watching Wacky Wednesday. You're like, man, why are they calling all these guys out? A lot of those people we called out are either they're playing bands or they're artists. So the minute you say Mario O is gonna be on the show, they're like, "Hey, I gotta watch this shit." Hey, we didn't see if he's gonna talk shit about it.
And I'm not here for that, man. We're just here being real, bro.
Yeah, you know yeah. And that's what I love about. Shout out to the Midwest All Stars. Before I forget,
oh yeah,
they're always tuning in, man, to the Midwest All Stars. Joe Anthony Gomez, what's up, dog? And let's see, Miguel Acosta. And Mr. El Músico, Carlos Salazar, what's up?
Yeah, brother, what is up?
Bro, he's Little Joe, right?
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the other day what I posted?
When he called you?
Yes, bro. Dude. Mario, I'm not lying, bro. I ended the Frito Pie Friday show. I stayed here drinking, and I was like in tears still for like another 20 minutes. My wife comes down, she's like, what's wrong? I said, hey, man, you never guess who called into the show. Yeah. And she's like, what? I said, I recorded it. Check it out. So, that is like, I told him, if I was to do an interview, that would be the top of the top to do an interview. So, but Mario, that's what's amazing about you, man, to the fans. Like, these are all these people that I've just called out. They all know Mario somehow, somewhere. They've been with them on the road. They've recorded with them. Maybe they've played with them on stage. Somehow, some way, the music family is very small. Yeah. That's what I've come to figure out. The music family is pretty small, and it's just like the Marine Corps. Sometimes, I used to say the Marine Corps is so small. If you fuck up or you do something bad, that shit's gonna follow you. It just don't. You can't just bleed away.
I can't get
you
away.
Go somewhere, right? Everybody knows who you are. So, let's see. Oh, Lionel, you didn't miss nothing. We're just getting started, bro. Uh-oh. Look who just came on right now. My double OG, triple OG. He missed his story already. See, everybody's showing up late. Oh, shout out to, you got some Puerto Rican fans as well. They're watching all the way from Central Florida. Man. Out in the, what's up? What's up to my boy Tigo? He said Puerto Rican fans. Let's see. Marcus De La Fuentes, what's up, man? What's going on? Mario, let's talk a little bit about Facebook. Okay. I posted I read an article that Facebook is going to change its name.
I just saw that.
Because they've been getting a lot of shit for not putting out enough information about the stuff that they know about. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So they not that they're hiding it, but they just don't give out enough information. So they're gonna revamp themselves, and I don't know. It could be Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on El Face, El Chisme Book, La Comadre. I don't know what they're gonna call it, bro. They're gonna call it something, bro.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
So we'll see in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. They said maybe as early as next week. But the reason I said Facebook, man, is because you post, and I said this earlier. Like when you post, sometimes. I read it and I interpret it my way. I interpret it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can, it's like when you read the Bible, you interpret it the way everybody interprets it differently. Mm-hmm. So when I read your post, I'm not comparing it to the Bible, but when I read your post, sometimes I stop and think like, man, dude, he's right.
Or is he having a bad day?
Or no, like, or you're right. Like did somebody piss them off?
Yeah, right.
Somebody's not showing up when they're supposed to. They had studio time, not showing up. So shout out to Chris Tristan and Hot Tejano. He's on here. What's up, man?
Come on, daddy.
Everybody always says that when he says that. Get on, daddy. But where I was going with this is what I really wanted to get deep into you with Mario is music. And I mean, I've made it, I'm not going to say a passion, but I've taken a liking to trying to find new music and listening to music that I don't hear on the radio, that just don't hear on apps. And people that I've started doing this show, people send me music left and right now. I mean, my email is full of music.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. That's what I listen to while I'm working during the day. I play it while I'm driving somewhere. I play it. And it's just new music. And some of it is badass. I mean, some of it is badass.
Yeah, yeah.
And some of it, it's okay. It's not. I haven't, honestly, I'm being honest with you. I haven't, as a fan of the music, I haven't had like one like, a la chingada, like who told you to record that? You know what I mean? I'm being honest with you. I haven't heard one of those yet. Yes, I have. Ginny 69. It's they worth shit, but
that's we can get into that too.
They like her for what she looks like, not for what like she sounds.
That's kind of what the world has become now, bro. So
you could have the best voice in the world, but if you're ugly, then they're not gonna play you. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, it's just image. Like image is one of the biggest factors right now. So
across the board,
what were you getting at? Like
so where I'm getting at is like, you know, for a new artist, dude. I'm a new artist. I'm a new band, right? We're a garage band, bro. We practice day in and day out. We got a bass, we got a bajo, we got accordion, we got drums, and we got a singer, right? Or, you know, the singer does one or the other of the other instruments.
Right.
And with technology nowadays, dude, there's a lot of shit that you can do on your own.
Oh, for sure.
Right? I mean, there is, I mean, Apple makes products. I mean, there's products across the board that you can record videos, music, and do an okay job with it. But what I find interesting is that somebody of your caliber, you know, you say things like, hey, you know, you guys need to spend quality money. If you want a quality, basically like this, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want a quality product,
yeah,
you got to spend quality money.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to put it, right? But again, I've in the last 3 weeks, I say the last month, I've made it a point to be an advocate for these up and coming artists, right? And that's where the conversation I want to get with you, that's a deep conversation I want to get with you, is like, what if I don't have the cash to go to Mario O's studio and say, Mario, this is what I got, make it magic. I don't have that money. What do you say to a group or say to an artist that is in that situation?
So, yeah, because I get it, man. Like, it's always, you know, everybody trying to get that deal. And don't get me wrong, I'm the same way. Like, if I need help, hey, man, I'm going to look for some help and hook me up, right? It's not easy, man, trying to pay not even hundreds, man, thousands of dollars to make, an album or even a single, you know, whatever. And I'm not trying to be that dude either, man. Like, oh, it's all about the money and you know, it's not even like that. But the thing is, sometimes the artist gets out of hand where they want the world. You know what I mean?
I just read a thing the other day where the guy shows up. He's like, the guy that pays $500 for a job, he's going to say, well, $500. Okay. How many have y'all done? Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done this? And the guy who's going to pay you $5,000 for the same job, he pays you the $5,000 at least. You got it.
Exactly.
He trusts you.
So yeah. And those are the projects that are always, they run smooth because, you know, like right now I'm trying to tie into the corporate world, man, because that's how it is, bro. Well, how much is it? Well, here you go. Just get it done. And no questions asked. You don't come back and here's your product. Thank you very much. We'll work with you on the next one. Da, 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 da. So with these artists that are coming in and, you know, and I get it again, man. Well, I could only play so much, or I could only. So it's just, it's a hard thing, man, because obviously, dude, like, it takes money to make money, you know, so.
You got to bet money to win money. You know what I mean? No, it's like when you go to Vegas, you know, big money makes money. You know what I mean? If you do small bets, well, you're going to be winning.
But it's like, okay,
money.
let's say you're going to Best Buy and you want to buy this badass 70-inch, whatever HD TV.
Okay.
Well, let's just say it's on sale for $800, but you only have $400 or $450. Well, can I, pay this much? What is the store going to tell you? Well, no, this is what it is.
You can get the 35 inch.
You can get the 35 inch for $300 and still have some money left over to go out to eat and
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, I go back again with Gilbert, man, because we used to talk about this all the time. We can charge whatever we want to charge, man. And I think I'm kind of speaking for all the producers out there, man, regardless of what the prices are and who charges what and what. It's you can quote somebody something, and then the next guy down the line is gonna, well, how much did he charge you? Well, I'll do it for this much. Until it winds up going down to that little kid at home with a laptop who says, well, I can do it for $50. And we just come and record right here and just plug in all these cables into one little hole and let's go for it. And that's why I think, this is just me speaking, bro. This is my opinion.
No, hey, this is what the podcast is for, bro. Right here for this exact moment right here.
That's why you get some of these recordings that sound like
shit.
Bedroom recordings, or they're recording in the restroom, or you hear all that, man. So why is it that we want to,
And I would, so let me help you maybe agree or disagree. To you, it's almost degrading our genre of music.
Yeah,
in a sense,
so too, man.
Because you're not putting the time and effort of all the people before you have put, But going back to my question though, what do you say? What do you say to that? What do you say to that small band from the south side of San Antonio that, I'm just picking an area. Yeah. South side of San Antonio, they're playing in cantinas, they're playing in little places, little quintas, weddings, backyard parties, and they're just trying to come up. They don't have that money. They don't have a record label. They don't have the money to go knocking on Mario O's studio and be like, Mario, bro, here's 10 G's. We want to record an album.
Yeah.
Right. They don't have that backing. So to still come up with new music and to, what's your suggestion if you had one?
So, this is where talent comes in, bro. Like, if you have talent and y'all sound great, you're eventually going to get picked up somehow, somewhere, because now the tools nowadays, bro, it's all social media. Like, you don't even have to go record an album anymore. All you got to do is just play live and have your phone going and
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
You know what I mean? Big old plug. But that's what it is. Like, if because obviously as an artist, you do want to have product, man. You want to have an album, you want to sell your music, you want people to hear it. But okay, so what if we don't have the money to go into a recording studio or do this and do that? Then find it, get it. I don't know what else to tell you, because as a business, I might just have to turn you down. This is what I do, bro, for a living. Like, I don't have a job and I don't have,
This is how you feed your family.
This is how I feed my family. So
right.
You want me to give everybody a break and me suffer while you're over here. Okay, I got my CD now. Now I'm going to go sell it for $20-$25, and now I'm making money.
And you're getting gigs all over the place.
And you're getting gigs, and now you're getting more merchandise, and you're selling your CD at the shows. And then you want to pay $500,
and they give you a T-shirt with a band.
Yeah. I'll burn it, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, but no, man. That's what it comes down to, bro. Man. Like, if you want to do it, you gotta put your hard work and time and effort and everything into this, man.
Right.
It's always like, oh well, I don't. Well, then figure it out, bro. Back in the day, we used to do these low budget records, and what it turns into is like.
But there's some hits that are some low budget records.
No, for sure. But then it turns into like, okay, well, and I'm not trying to sound again like whatever, like I'm the shit or whatever, but I have my network of musicians and studio musicians that I can just call and, bro, can you help me, dude? I have this song I need to finish. So Chente, Joey, these guys come in, holler, and do the drums.
Shout out to Aaron Holler. He just got one right here.
So, you know, you get these good musicians on there, you know, the Gilberts, the Valentinos on sax. I mean, Frankie Cabo. I mean, dude, it's the creme de la creme of studio musicians. And yet you're only paying da-da-da-da-da. And the only reason you're getting is because I'm trying to help you.
And you're trying to finish the product to get your ass out to get somebody else in here.
Yeah. But that's the thing with me too, man. Is like, that's why I always tell you, I'm going to provide you with quality stuff. I'm going to, whatever you do over here, it's going to be good, man. Like we
you don't put out shitty shit.
No, because at the end of the day, my name's behind it. You know what I mean?
Well, let me stop you right there. So, you know, I find that interesting. I find not interesting. That's badass. That, you know, the fact that you're putting you're putting the Mario stamp of approval on a song, and if that stamp's going on it, you're gonna make sure that you put all of Mario's mine.
Yeah,
the best. You know, you might not have. You know, I'm saying the song could have been written by 100 different people, the melody, everything, but you put it all together and you given the best product you can. You know, for what it is. And that says a lot about you, bro. Like, that's, you know, some people just, I would assume that there's some people that probably just look at it as a job. Like, oh, you want your shit? All you got is 500? Vente. Come on. Yeah. Sit your ass down. Boom, 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 boom. Record. Hey, here's your shit. Here's your master. Vámonos. Next. You know what I mean? You can do that. I mean, I'm sure that there's studios that do that where you can just show up and be like, hey, bro, we're here to record a conjunto song. Yeah. Hey, I don't know shit about conjunto, but the mics are good.
Yeah.
Like in Alabama, the mics are good. The tapes are good. Like the tracks are good. Like we're good. Let's record it. But, you know, again, when I was there watching you work, physically, right? Physically, like if you think of physical work, well, there's physical work. But how many of y'all like work behind a computer, or you work like somewhere where you got to use your head? Yeah, you might not get up and you're not lifting pounds of concrete or bags of cement or tablas or whatever construction work, whatever. But you sit behind a computer and when you get home, you're tired as shit mentally.
Yeah. You're fried, bro.
I mean, you're just like, man, I don't even want to see a computer screen. I get like that. You know what I mean? So watching you work, two things. One, I saw the passion you had for the music. Like I could see you. You know what I mean? Like you and Joey talking back and forth. Like, hey, dude, try this. Or Joey saying, hey, nah, hell no. You'd play it for him. Like, you'd be like, oh, okay, that's. And Joey's like, no, scoot it back. And you know where to stop it. And he'd pick up right there. And then, you know, watching you do all this shit, this big ass screen, I was just in amazement, bro. Like, okay, I could leave here brain fried easily.
Yeah.
Easily brain fried. But that's what separates Mario O from other producers, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't get me wrong, man. Like the whole thing about like the kids and the laptops and stuff, like there's some geniuses out there, bro. Like they can do that. You know, so again too, like you're it's the talent that you're providing, man. The gift that you have, right? You're just sharing it, and like to make sure your product's going to be great, and you get recognized for that. I mean, that's an accomplishment, man. So, like even again, going back to these kids, like I can just do it here on my laptop, and they probably could, bro, because they're smart. They know what they're doing. Sometimes it's the mono behind the board or the instrument or whatever, but what I'm getting at too is like, you got to think more. You got to think further into this thing too, man. Like, what's your goal here? You know, okay, we're gonna put out music, and it's más o menos. Okay, well, if it's más o menos, well then you got to build the crap out of it, dude. Marketing wise, you know, like again, going back to what I was talking about with the social media. That's what this whole world is about, bro. Nowadays,
I mean, everybody has a phone in their hand all the time. I mean, I'm guilty of it. You're probably guilty of it.
Yeah.
You know, my wife slapped my hand, you know, while we're eating. Like, damn, put your phone down. You know what I mean? Like, literally, dude, like, I don't even walk to the car to go get something without my phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just habit. Like, it's just habit. I might need a flashlight. Right. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know. But going back to, like, the new artist, have you ever had somebody show up at your door and gave you something like, "Hey, Mario, I want to play. I want to make. What do you think?" Are you that guy? Are you the guy that says, "Hey, you know what, bro? This is trash on me. Like, I'm not even gonna play it." You know what I mean? Or the money's there. They're not bitching about the money.
You're asking like to record it like a record or something,
right? Because you're gonna put the Mario stamp of approval on it. My question to you is like, has there ever been a time where somebody might have come to you and you're just like, nah, dude, like there's just no way. There's no way I can record this shit.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been a few of those. A lot of those.
And even when the money's right, you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Well, it's like half and half. Right up. I've turned some down, and
you try to resuscitate someone and bring them to life.
Well, no, at the same time too, man. Like, I want to help, man. Like, I'm trying to help whoever I can, right? Because that's just me, bro. Because too, like, when I was growing up, you didn't get that help a lot. Like, you kind of had to earn it. You know, when you were doing gigs with some of these bands, hey, bro, what are you doing there? Or what's that? Well, you got the CD, right? Well, yeah. Well, go home and practice. Okay. And I've gotten hit up by, this was maybe about a decade ago. I get hit up by musicians all the time and asking me, what's that chord you're playing at, such and such song, and or what are you doing there, man? And it's like, hijo. And I want to be cool, but then maybe sometimes they catch me on a bad day or something. But
like, that's my shit, bro. Like, come up with your own shit.
But not only that, but it's like I had to practice. I had to be there. Back in the day, it was stop, play, rewind, stop, play, it was cassettes. So like, pause. Okay, no, that's not it. Rewind, stop, play, rewind, stop, play. So you're there trying to figure this thing out forever and ever and ever. So I apologize if I ever offended anybody. Back in the day when
there was a comment. It kind of went away. And I wanna address it because he took the time to write he said, blowing out I'll call him out, Steve Michael Alanis, blowing out someone's candle doesn't make your candle shine brighter. No one should throw shade on the Young Bucks. And that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing at all.
No.
All we're saying is that if you show up with that candle and you want that son of a bitch to be bright, we're trying to help you light that show that flame a little bit brighter. We're not gonna. I mean, who is he to blow out anybody's dreams or me or anybody?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
we're just speaking.
That's not exactly what.
Yeah, that's. I don't want people to take that and kind of like in the wrong direction, because that's definitely not what we're not trying to do. You know what? I'm amazed. I'm amazed on the amount of people that know you, bro, for what you do. Like, there's Mario O, the Jay Perez guy. He's been with Jay Perez for a long time. And then there's Mario at the studio. So let me tell you, you can get, if this is, you're watching Wacky Wednesday, you don't know Mario O, you don't know who Jay Perez is, you know what I mean? You've never seen him on keyboards, you've never been in the studio. Just give you a little bit of his character. I met Mario one time personally, actually 3 times between when the first time I met him and now that he's here at the house in the studio. And I had some people come to the house, and I had these little egg carton looking deals on the wall for sound, and it's like, man, I don't like the way that looks. It's just me personally. I didn't like the way it looks. So I call Mario and say, Mario, what do you use in the studio? Like, who do you call? Who comes and makes your stuff? And he's like, well, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, I want to make these boards, but I don't want to do a shitty job, or I want it to be professional, nice. And I said, I had this guy come and he gave me this price. He's like, where you at? I was at soccer practice. He like, come to the studio right now. So there, me and my son and the soccer stuff, we go to his studio, and he's in there working by himself. He's in there grinding, working on somebody's stuff. And he's like, Mom, go in that room. There's some material there. Take everything. Take it all. And go put it in your car and come back. I put it in my car and come back. He's like, hey, when you get that stuff, this is how you're gonna do. Check it out. I made some here. Boom, 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 boom. And I followed his steps, and I made 8 of them, bro. Like nothing.
They look great.
Yeah,
Dude.
and so that's the kind of guy. Like he could have said, "Hey, bum, come pick him up." I said, "Hey, dude, how much I owe you?" Nada. Take him. You know what I mean? People. There's not that many people. I mean, not that many. It just shows you the person he is, right? Really, bro. That to me just showed me a lot about you. Like, hey, man, you're just trying to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to keep our onda, our music relevant, bro. Honestly, I had a long talk with my boy Rick Balderrama this weekend, and we were talking all kinds of stuff, and he's gonna come on the show here pretty soon. But that's my goal, dude. People ask me, why do you do my goal right now is just to keep our culture relevant, period. And if that means bringing sound engineers, bringing Grammy award-winning producers, bringing, Grammy award-winning artists, whatever it takes, for you guys just to get a little bit of taste of the whole picture in general. So you don't just turn on your radio and be like, hey, man, that sounds like shit. How did it make it, right? Or, you hear your buddy's song, you're like, man, how come this song's not being played? And that's where I'm at right now, Mario. Like, literally with all the new music coming in my email and listening to it, I scratch my head and just ask myself, like, why isn't this being played?
Yeah.
And then I'll send, I'm not going to mention names, but I'll send some of that same music to somebody, my friends who, are artists, and they'll be like, hey, that's basura. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this shit sounds badass. Like, this is the next hit. And they're like, no, it's really not. and I just think it's part of the music industry, bro, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? You're not knocking nobody. But at the same time, Mario, you got to always remember, everybody started somewhere.
Yeah, for real, man. And it's a hustle, bro. Like, it's a hustle. I don't know, like, how I would put that, man, as far as, like, why don't I get my stuff played on the air? And why don't these guys give me a chance? And da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it's a game, dude. It's how you treat your business, too. Like, if they see your product shining, image, you got gigs, you're working, you're doing stuff. Well, yeah, they're going to help you. They're going to promote you, If they don't put your stuff on that station, well, then go to the next one or keep going. It's a hustle, man. I think that's where some of these guys, too, are falling behind.
It's a hustle. And Chris Tristan, Al Duarte were here from Hot Tejano. Big sponsor of the show. Shout out to Hot Tejano, the app. And again, I've said, this is the 3rd week I've said in a row. Al Duarte said something that there's sometimes that people say stuff that just sticks in my head.
Yeah.
And he said, like, look, bro, shout out to the new artists. Shout out to them, trying to get radio play. But exactly what Mario just said is exactly what you need to do. You need to hustle. Because you know what? The road goes both ways. Mm-hmm. It ain't one way. Yeah, you might send the music. Now, if you send the music and you know that they got the music for sure, they got it, it's in their hands, and they don't play it, okay, well, you got a leg to stand on, right? But if you just record an album with you or a couple of songs and you put them out on social media and you're just like scratching, you're like, how come I'm not getting played on this radio station, on this app? The road works both ways, man. You got to be, you have to make, push your own stuff out there. Mario's pushing that social media is the biggest tool that you can use. So if you're on here and you're an artist just trying to come up, like, kill it, dude. Get on social media. Push your shit. Push it till you can't push it anymore, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It gets to the point to where you're just like, you're already gorro to the crowd. But that's what it is. Even if you're still there, like, just being annoying or whatever.
Yeah.
At least there's content.
That's about to that annoying, but I like that song.
Yeah. So now going back to what you were talking about, Jenny 69. How annoying was that? Like,
dude, I can't stand it.
But
the
bro,
minute I start hearing the thing, it's just,
yeah. But then it's like, I kind of want to hear it now because now it's just the trend. And it blows up. But look at the marketing behind it. Look
She's making money.
She's making
that's
money.
I'm not gonna say
The
that's a bad
image.
thing about it, but
no, but
hey,
that's just the game.
she pushed
bro.
the right buttons.
So the music industry is a business. You got to look at it as a business, you know? Well, I want to sing. I sing great in the shower and I want to do, you know, okay, well, that's fine. But then what? I want to record. Okay, here's your product. Now what? Well, I don't know. Well, if you're going to get into this thing, do your research, man. Do your homework. Like, what is it that I need to do after I have the product? Okay, so the product, we didn't go with producer X or producer Y. We went with producer L or whatever, but we still have a product and I think it sounds good. Hey mom, what do you think? Yeah, it sounds great. Hey guy, what do you think? So you get feedback, and if it sounds great, well then run with it, dude. Now what? Okay, well shit, we need to take some pictures. We need to, whatever. You need to make yourself look good, man, because at the end of the day, dude, what this music thing is coming down to is streaming. Spotify, Apple Music, digital platforms. Nobody's buying records anymore, bro. Nobody's downloading.
buying CDs.
Nobody's buying nothing. Unless, and this is another point, you gotta have gigs, man. You gotta do.
I mean, that's where you guys make the money.
That's where you're
as
gonna make. If
artists.
you're in it for this, if you're in, you know, trying to become rich, which is not gonna happen unless you're an overnight success or whatever. But gigs, you're gonna get paid to play first, and then you're gonna sell your merch. That's where you're gonna sell your albums and stuff like that. So that's a hustle, dude.
Because people, when we talk about like people don't buy CDs anymore, I'm gonna backtrack on that. There's a lot of old school people that buy CDs because they want to have something.
For sure, and that's what our culture is.
Tejano's like, hey, I got that CD. Well, can you play it? Well, I don't have a CD player, but I got the album. I got the album. So I want to read this comment to you before, and it's from another artist. And the artist is actually going to be on a Makeup Wacky Wednesday tomorrow. She'll be here in the studio. So if you like seeing my beautiful face and hearing my beautiful voice, you can see me again tomorrow at the same time.
There you go.
My guest is going to be Demi Garcia, all the way from H-Town. She had a beautiful comment. She said, just because you record a song, a station is not obligated to play it. Keep working to make a product that they can't resist.
Exactly.
Dude, that's simplicity right there. It's true.
And that's where it gets ugly, because then you get the hater remarks. Oh, it's politics. It's who you know. And da-da-da. Well, sometimes, but that's just the world. Like, if you come and work with me, well, now you have use of my network. So, yeah, that's kind of political, right?
Right.
Because I'm going to help you.
It's all who you know.
It's all who you know. And sometimes I'll run into or see like an opening band, and they sound great, and oh dude, yeah, well, let me see what's up with these guys, and I'll hit them up, like, what's up, what's your story, and and that's how this whole thing with the label started. But yeah, these stations. But okay, let's backtrack a little bit on her comment. Shout out to Demi. There might be a couple of stations, and that's why I posted what I posted, because I really don't listen to Tejano music because I work with it almost every day. So, like, I don't want to hear it after I'm done.
It's your job.
It's my job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking it, man, because I love it. This is what we do, and this is what pays my bills, and it's taking care of me and my family and so forth. But the other day I was hearing these stations, man, and I'm not going to say who it was or what, but there's internet stations, there's radio stations, and I get it, man. They're giving the younger artists a chance, and that's amazing. That's like what everybody's been waiting for. Back in the day, it was just you had to meet that standard, like,
or you weren't,
you're not even gonna look at it like, I'll get back to it, and it just becomes a CD in the pile. So with the bigger stations, because I used to go all the time too, asking those questions, man. I was that kid. Well, why? And why? No, I don't get it. Homie Marco, Johnny Ramirez, I would always be there. Necio. Right. I said, why don't you play these guys? Why aren't you playing the single for that guy? Da, 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 da. So these stations that I was hearing the other day, they're giving the artist the chance. But my point was that I think we kind of still need to set the bar high, because the way I see it, man, and I'm just going to be blunt, dude, like the door for Tejano music is just wide open, super wide, versus international pop, reggaeton. You know, if you're trying to be a reggaeton artist and you're from San Antonio, Texas, from the west side, and you talk like this, you know, you can't, they're not going to accept you, bro. Period. You either got to be Puerto Rican, Cuban, or whatever, you know, from Florida, Miami. Yeah. So I don't know, like the Tex-Mex thing that we do, it's a wide open door. I feel like a lot of people are doing it now. A lot more people are doing it now, but I don't know. Like
so you honestly believe that there's more people in our industry now than there was in what they consider the prime time, you know,
well, I mean, you've always had like your established artists, and then you always had your local talent or whatever. I'm not going to say garage bands, because garage band is just a band that's in the garage and they never do anything.
They just jam.
They just jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, you have your local artists that do work and whatever.
You want a beer, bro?
No, I'm good, brother.
You good?
Yeah. No.
You sure?
If you want to take a break, go for it.
No, there's no breaks, but I got a bartender over there.
I'll take a water or something.
There you go. Let me see if she's listening.
But yeah, like what I was saying, man, it's and I think too, because now going back to social media, dude, it's so easy for somebody to put on whatever. Here's my new song, or here's me singing in my bedroom, da 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 da, and it's. I mean, I guess it's like that with just the whole world, period, right? But when I heard some of these songs on the radio stations, man, or the internet stations, like they're literally singing off key, like it's in another key,
and whoever made it should have.
I mean, dude, you know,
should have caught that.
But then you hear the production; it's fake drums, or it sounds like a demo, and it might be like a budget where somebody couldn't afford whatever. You know, here, well, let's see what we can do.
But I want to hear it out of your mouth. Is that okay?
For me, no, bro. Like,
it for you, no, it's not okay to play on the radio, or
it's just not okay to release. Period. Because that's what it is. It's a demo. It's for demonstration purposes only. That's what that means. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to show it to my mom. I'm going to show it to Bumper and his show, see what he thinks before he plays it. I'm going to show it to whoever. What do you think? It sounds good. Okay, now I can add more to it and give it that, 100, that mix, that master, use real instruments. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, give it your 100, man. Why do you want to put out a más o menos? I want the la mera verdad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my boy Mike G, man. Mike G, we have deep conversations sometimes, and he tells me that. He's like, the other day he told me, he's like, look, man, if you're going to put something out and you're new, you got to go a toda madre, dude. Yeah. Like, if that's going to be your first, whatever you want to put out, why not? Okay, you don't have the $2,000. I'm just throwing a number out there. I don't know how much a single would be. You don't have the $2,000. Save it. You got the music. You're doing it, right? Save it. And then that way, when it comes out, you know that you put everything you could into it. You know what I mean? Oh, here comes my daughter. Check it out. She just, well, the water's for him. Oh, yeah. Just interrupt the show. We'll take her back. It's cool. Bartender. We had bartender in here.
Shout out. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at some of the comments, bro. Let's see some of the comments. Yeah, let me see. Recording artist Demi Garcia in the house. I'm gonna faint. I think that was the only one since the ones that I look. Okay, there. Oh, Chris Tristan had a good one. He said you can't play something just because it's sent to you. Any professional station will have to screen music. The bar needs to be higher. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that goes for everybody.
For everybody that's
the one who's hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, man. I mean, it goes for the artists, it goes for the producers, it goes for the PDs, the DJs. I mean, I don't know, man.
Mario, do you ever make a song and you go home and like you're just trying to relax and the shit just doesn't come out of your head?
Oh, that's all the time, bro. That's all the time.
I couldn't imagine doing your job. Like you try to go home and get music. Hey, I'm locking the studio door. I'm done with this shit until I come back.
But lately it's been like my baby boys, man. You know, I'll be watching whatever he wants to watch on TV. Coco Melon.
Oh,
bro, those tunes, they don't get out of my head. Oh. But that's just music, man. If so, that just means it's gonna be a hit because it's catchy. You know what I mean?
It's coming back to you.
It's
like,
coming back. You keep hearing it, and it's like, get it out of my head. That means it's gonna be a hit, and that always happens, bro.
You know who's good at that shit? Pitbull.
Yeah.
Pitbull makes songs with 3 lines.
Dude. Well, there's a lot of dudes like that.
And a badass, I mean, their hook is good. Good beat.
Yep.
And that's all you're going to hear the whole time. You know what I mean? And it's a hit. So, let's see. Somebody else just comment. Don't surround yourself with a bunch of yes people. Badass comment. That's from Carlos Salazar, El Músico. Like, that is 100% true. If you surround yourself around yes people, then you're gonna have a shitty product because when you do get around that person that's not a yes person, they're gonna be like, "Hey, bro, all these people that told you this shit was good are garbage. You need to get rid of them because it's not." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mario, what's a typical day for you, bro? I know you talk about like you got your family during the day, but what's a typical Mario? Is there a day where you just absolutely say, you know what, I'm not gonna do shit. I'm not going to the studio. Man. I'm just gonna chill my family, and I'm not even gonna entertain phone calls, emails, none of that. Do you do that?
I think there's been like 2 days out of the year. Christmas
and Thanksgiving. Oh shit! And then Thanksgiving, you probably got a gig somewhere or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So. It's my life is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's just all over the place, man. I can never, and I think that's another one of my flaws, man. Like trying to balance everything out, right? Is already that's just key, man. Trying to balance everything out in life. So like my days, by 8 o'clock, my phone's already ringing, whether it's a client or just somebody collecting money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My day's already like, stressful. Okay, here we go. But yeah, most of the time it's text messages like, hey, bro, how's that mix going? Or, hey, man, can we come in this week to da-da-da-da? Or Jay, hey, da-da-da-da for the weekend. What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And
hey, bro, how do you, let me stop you in your tracks and ask you, how in the freaking hell can you, like, I'm bad. Like we have the smartest thing in the world in our hands, right? But I would tell you 95% of people don't use this thing for its full potential. Like you go buy the new iPhone 13, you're going to do the same shit that you were doing on the 11, on the 12.
Yes, dude.
You're just buying it because it's the new number.
It's the new thing, yeah.
I'm guilty, right? I'm going to put Facebook on it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, right? Where I'm going with this is like, I already forgot where the hell I was going. God dang it. No. So you being, having to do all these things, bro. How do you keep track of, do you have a board at work? Do you have something where you're like, okay, Jay has me working on this, right? I'm not going to be here Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be at a gig. I'm working on this mix for so-and-so. I got to do this drum track for this person. Do you have a calendar like that? Or are you typical raza where you just like, hey, I got it, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, bro, what? Oh, shit. Yeah. I forgot. No, I'm on it. Matter of fact, I was just working on that last night,
bro. I forgot to call you, man, because I was up late working.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit of both, man. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Because now, like, it gets a little overwhelming, man. Like, being the only guy there doing this and doing that. So now going back to the phone, like I'll put some stuff in my notes, like, project this, project that. Obviously, like numbers always, this is the budget. This is what we're working with. How many songs? This guy wants so and so to record on this album or whatever. There's different. I have my hands in everything, man. Like commercials, artists coming in, rappers, country, jazz. I just got asked to be a music supervisor for a film. Trying to get
slow your roll, dog.
Yeah.
Hollywood's calling, dog.
I mean, we're bro. Like we're working here, man. So right now, what I'm doing too, man, and I'm gonna plug myself, dog.
Dale.
My studio, you've been to it.
Yes, sir.
You just went the other day and you saw that we're expanding now.
Big time.
So that's another thing that I kind of wanted to get into too, man. Like I'm trying to be that entrepreneur type of dude, man, to where I'm not just a keyboard player. I'm not just a studio guy there, recording all day behind a computer. We're tying with, we're trying to get into the corporate world, man. We're commercials, filming.
Like
I'm building another room for like media, for filming and shooting,
video editing, shit like
everything,
that.
Man. So we're gonna bro. So we're gonna be doing photographs.
So what's the official name, Mario, of the actual studio?
So that's what we're trying to come up with. The studio right now is Studio 830. That's the recording studio.
And your label?
Baby Grand Records.
Baby Grand Records.
So I have the label. I have the studio. We're gonna have a store in the front. We're going to have a place to shoot music videos, and we're also going to build like little small.
And you're the owner operator.
Yeah. The CEO, baby. So,
That's fucking awesome, bro.
And it's
good, dude, because you're getting out of your realm.
Yeah.
Right? You're not scared to
my
push the envelope.
your
big boy pants on. Like,
bro.
You know what? You can come record here all you want, but I'm gonna make this other room and it's gonna be for this or be for that.
And the plan is to like show everybody that comes in, because when you walk in, I want you to see like, damn, a la madre, like this place is badass, and I want you to come just because of that,
right?
And then you figure out what we're about. Well, that's just another
icing on the cake.
You know what I'm saying? So like, we're gonna offer it all, man. You go record, you go shoot your videos, take photos. We're gonna distribute in house. We're gonna manufacture in house. We make merch. We're going to do all that, man. So we're going to provide it all, bro. One-stop shop.
So, hey, if right now, if you wanted to record Mario, now's the time to hit him up, dude, porque in about a year, he's going to be like, who are you? Hell no, bro. You at NBC? ABC? Fox? Nah. What do you call it? Cesar Martinez had posted on here.
El Daddy.
El Daddy. Hold on. I got to find it on here. He posted on here. He said, I'm going to do a plug. And it's way up here, I think. If I find it, there he goes. Who's gonna give a shit? Oh, no, that was Chris this time. Who's gonna give a shit when we're gone? So we have to leave it relevant for the next generation who can give a shit. That's true, bro. Yeah, Cesar, I'm gonna give a plug on here. Mario is producing my Roberto Pulido tribute album. Damn it, it'll be out soon, God willing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, God. This guy's busy. It's going to be out not soon. Says that it's going to be a little bit, bro. He's busy. We just talked about, I looked at his calendar. Cesar was at the very top.
It's not true, brother. I was working on it last night, as a matter of fact. I forgot to call you.
There you go. Exactly the answer we're supposed to give. Yeah, man, I've been working on there.
No, man, but another plug. His single is going to be released in about a couple of weeks. So be looking out for that. We're already in the works of just kind of getting everything together. The album will be done probably, I don't know, mid-February, somewhere around there, right before the spring.
I want to give a special shout out to my brother-in-law, Nene Guevara, all the way in Ruskin, Florida, Gibtown. He's in Gibsonton. If you guys saw the little new intro I made today with I just put the damn music on it. But he put, he made the little Wacky Wednesday thing, which is pretty cool. So Nana, thank you. I know it takes a lot of time to do those things. Thank you for doing that from the bottom of your heart. I owe you big time, brother. And I hope everything's going good with you and Rachel right now, man. We're praying for her. Let's see. Jacob De Leon. Ay, buen hombre. I don't know who he's talking to. No Estilo band back in the day. Mario, let's talk about you being a dad, bro. I know that's not something you were probably like gonna come here and think like he's not gonna ask me about.
Well, ask away, man.
Dude, how's fatherhood for you?
It's amazing, bro. It's the best thing ever. I have a 14-year-old boy and a baby boy. He just turned 1 back in August. So
Big age gap.
big age gap. I won't get into why there's a big age gap, but it is what it is, right? But when we first got pregnant, like I was like, what? And I thought I would get scared or panic, but like that's just been me, man. I've always wanted kids, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I just started laughing, dude. And my wife, what has he done, man? I was on the road, as a matter of fact, and she didn't know how to tell me, man. I was at the hotel in Dallas. I'm never gonna forget. She called me. She's crying on the phone, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like I already knew it.
Like just say it. Just say it to confirm it.
So sure enough, you know, she's like, "I'm pregnant." I don't know. She thought I was gonna like have a heart attack, and I was excited. Like, what? Yeah. And she's like, "What? What do you mean?" You know. And so no, it was a beautiful thing, man. So we you know, we went through it, and we're still going. We're still going here, man. 15 years, bro.
Yeah, being a parent, bro. Every day
it's amazing, dude.
Every day is something different.
And they always ask me too, like, was he a musician or is he gonna play? And da da da. My oldest, he was going that way. He was in the band, the high school, not the high school band, but the middle school band, playing sax. And
that's a hard instrument too, bro.
Like he was doing very well. He sounded great, but then he lost interest, and I already knew that because like I would, when he was younger, I would bring the keyboard around and, hey, take a look at this, man. And he was more into like the sounds and sound effects and versus learning how to play a song or whatever. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to force it on him, man, because that's the last thing I want to do, man. Because, you know, like
you don't love it, then it's like my dad's making me do this. Yeah, I got you.
And it was the opposite for me. Like when I was a kid, that was all I wanted to do. Like I started banging on pots and pans, and
so you started a drummer too.
I started a drummer, dude.
Everybody wants to be.
My dad bought me my first little Mickey Mouse drum set when I was like 3 or 4, and by 5 I was already playing in the church. They saw that I wanted to do it, so yeah, I started doing that, man. But
that's, I mean, doing what you do and being a father, it can't be easy. I mean, and I say that, but at the same time, I mean, fatherhood, period, parenting. If you're a single mother and you're a father and a mother, you know, or you're a single father and mother, it's not easy.
No, man.
You know what I mean? We don't really talk. I mean, most of the guests, we don't ever really get into the parenting thing. But when I was there, you were talking about your kids, and I remember that was something you were like you were looked at me like, hey, you know, I got to. So that's why I brought it up. You know what I mean? Your kids. You know, I got 8 kids, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I got 8 kids, dude. Okay. So,
yeah, bro.
They watch periodically. They watch, you know, and they're all doing their own thing. I think the hardest thing, you know, people always call me, dude, for like I'm a counselor or something. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have the right answers, and I'm gonna tell you, dude. All I'll tell somebody is that the hardest part about being a parent is knowing that every one of your kids are gonna be different. Period. Yeah. You can make them do the same thing on the same day. They're all gonna be their own people.
For sure, man.
And once I got that through my head, the rest is it's okay. It's pretty easy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not easy. Nothing's ever easy. Going on off a different tangent, man, for sure.
No, but you're right. Like I see my baby boy right now. Like he's gonna be very different because I remember my oldest, like he wasn't doing what this one's doing. This one now is gonna be Necio. Like he's gonna be that kid. That's gonna be
Mario. You need to come pick up your son. He's in here throwing crayons.
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
cutting girls' hairs with the scissors or whatever, you know.
Hey man, but it's part of life, bro. It's part of life.
No, it's all good.
How was your how was marriage, dude, and being on the road?
It's tough, bro. And shout out to my wife because I know she puts up with a lot. I mean, she says it herself. You know, it's not easy putting up or being with a musician, I guess, right? Like, so we're always gone too, man, and there's always that. Well, there's gonna be all these girls, or there's gonna be drugs, or there's gonna be and there's people, there's the party, but it's all about willpower, right? So it's just tough, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm just being real, like
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I mean, that's the concept.
That's the concept.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, like I'm for real, like it's not what it's all cracked up to be, man. Like
I've been back there. Like I've seen
boring,
some memes.
bro.
I've seen some memes and some videos are like,
what people think we're really doing.
People really think we're doing
what it
freaking
is.
partying up, and then they're really on the bus, just like on the phone, or just like
we just had a discussion. Because like with us, dude, like literally we drive ourselves to the gig. Back in the day, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like it was cool. You know, when I first started playing with Jay, we had the tour bus, and you know, it was just always fun or whatever. The PlayStation in the bus, and
everybody talking shit.
Yeah, and we're hanging out, drinking, whatever, you know. But nowadays, like it's different. Like, you know, now we're driving to the gigs, and we're old and we're tired, and well, shit, man, it's 2:00 and we're in the valley now. We got to drive home, and I'm pissed off, and I hate this. I quit already. You know, it turns into that every weekend, dude. But it's what we love to do, I guess. It's the, I guess when the lights turn on and all that, it's like, okay, well, this is what I want to do, right? I guess for 45 minutes or whatever.
Bro, not to stop you on your app, but he's on here. I follow Cesar.
Yeah.
You know, Cesar's been on the show quite a bit of times. You know, he's lead vocalist for David Lee Garza Los Musicales. I follow him on social media, man. And sometimes the dude is like literally in Robstown, like on a Wednesday night, and then he'll come back on Monday. He'll be like, yeah, I'm just getting up. It's like 11 o'clock. He goes, my day started Wednesday in Robstown. I drove to San Antonio, drove to the Valley, go to Dallas, I went to West Texas, came, and I'm just like, bro, like hell no, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. I've been with some of my friends backstage, and like, or just going to help them set up or whatever. Chale.
Yeah.
That life's not for me, bro.
No, bro.
You know what I mean? I mean, is it worth it at the end when you go up on the stage and you see the people dancing, singing your music? I mean, is that worthy enough of like, okay, it's worth the drive back home to San Antonio from the Valley?
It's been a long time, like for me to say that. Like it's been a minute since I've had that feeling, man. I'm gonna be honest, because it's work, bro. That's the work, the traveling. You know, now do I want to go back into being in a tour bus and like, well, now you're on their
having
time.
an envelope on your pillow.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's how you want to live your touring life.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I'm saying like this is what we do every weekend. So every weekend we're gone. But I think like I'm just speaking on behalf of my band, because every band is different, man. Every band travels different or kind of the same.
Right.
Some bands still kind of, I guess, carpool. Like that's what we do, man. Just because.
Who's going? Who's driving?
Bro.
Hey, I done got an oil change, bro. We got to take your car.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, dude. But you know, a lot has to do with us having our families. Like, we don't want to stay at the hotel, and we don't want to drink and hang out and all that.
I want to go do my job and get home like anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just because we grew up already, like,
so what's your circle, Mario, of like, what's your circle outside of San Antonio that if you're playing within the circle, Mario always driving home that night?
Oh, it's wherever, bro. Yeah, like, dude, we can be in Amarillo. We're gonna drive home.
Hell no, bro.
Unless it's like a weekend to where like, okay, we're playing in this city and then this city like 30 minutes away. Then like, oh well, we gotta stay.
Yeah.
Or we have 2 dates in Houston or whatever. But our situation's a little different, and I'm not gonna get into it, man, because it might get ugly. But it's just
he said it might get.
To those who know, you know.
Cesar, Joey, Mike G, they're all on here, man. All artists, and Cesar's like, backstage is overrated, right? Well, let me tell you, Cesar, I got a phone call from a certain individual who's in the comment section, and he's like, Bump, you gotta see this shit. And I've been backstage with them at other venues and where he played at, and I was just like, yo, you are living your fucking dream, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro.
Joey Jams, and he was a co-wetzo, and he's like, Bump, check it out.
But that's another level, bro.
Yeah, bro. But I'm just saying, like, for him to be in the onda playing gig after gig after gig, and then getting to go just like you with the Commodores. You go in your bed and there's an envelope with your money. You're like,
yeah,
you don't get paid at the end of the gig. You get paid before the gig.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the different worlds.
Oh yeah,
right?
I mean, totally different worlds. But I just think that it's pretty cool. Like you get to see, you know what I mean, your humble beginnings
and you learn to appreciate.
Hell
bro,
yeah,
for real.
You know, so shout out to all the artists out there, man, that grind. They grind day in and day out. Every weekend that, you know, you're barbecuing, these guys are on the road. You know, I always tell artists that come in here, buddy, I'm like, yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta buy our ticket pre-sale because we don't want to pay the thing. And then you got to find 2 or 3 other couples to go with. Mm-hmm. And you're going to find somebody's house to get ready at. Mm-hmm. All the women are going to get dressed. The men are going to be fucking hurry up, drinking beer, getting ready to go. Then we finally get there. We're going to spend a shitload of money on beer. Get in, watch you. You come on the stage, badass. Our women go crazy for everybody. And then you guys disappear. Rock and roll status. Right? That's the artist. That's, you know, as a fan, that's what happens.
That's the truth.
Right? And then on the artist side, you guys show up, play your shit, we rock out. You guys leave, get on the bus and drink your beer and party. That's what we think. Right? But after we leave, if you've never stayed after, it's far from that shit. I mean, for the most part, these bands are busting their own shit down. Like they're, you know what I mean? They're getting stuff loaded up, having to take pictures and stuff and do all that things. And it's just, the lifestyle's not for me. I'll put it like that, bro.
Yeah, it's we're not normal, bro. Me and my wife talk about that all the time. Like, we do not live a normal life because she comes to my gigs whenever, you know, they're close around or whenever we can find a babysitter. Right. You know what I mean? But it's even the hours that we have, like, during the week, you know, because she stays up too. And I'll get home late or whatever, and she's there with the baby watching TV or whatever, and it's not. Yeah,
it's hard, bro.
It's hard.
I can relate, you know, different. Military being gone, but when we're gone, we're gone. Like, it's not like, hey, we're leaving Friday, we'll be back Monday. Like, you're gone, you're gone. You'll come back in a few months. You know what I mean? But the artist life, like, literally, bro, I thought, you know, before I got into doing this stuff and hanging out with you guys, I really thought that the artist life was like, hey, I show up 20 minutes before the gig. They give me free beer. My instrument's already up there. I walk up, I look at the sound guy, like, is everything? Yeah, everything's all right. Start my shit.
Well, it is like that. But I mean, there's just more to it, I guess. No, I mean, it is like that. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like, we as a band, is like a touring band that works every week. We work hard. The hard work is obviously the traveling, but I ain't gonna lie, like, we're spoiled, man. The Jay Perez band. We have a crew. We show up, or at least I show up sometimes 10, 15 minutes right before it's showtime.
That's Mario. He's speaking for himself. He's not speaking for everybody.
It's a very bad habit. Don't do it, kids. But it's just, I guess I've been doing this so long that I kind of already know. Yeah, I'll be there in time if I leave at this time or whatever. Even if there's.
So you're to a point in your career where you're like, hey, I'm leaving my wife the less minimum. I'm leaving my family the least minimum time if I have to. If I have a gig in Austin, Jay, what time we coming out? You coming out at 11? All right, fool. I'm leaving at 9:30. That puts me there at 10:30.
Yeah, and then sometimes there's no traffic. And then sometimes we get there, 30 minutes before the game. We're like, man, we could have left that, Shout out to my band though, man. They know what I'm talking about, man.
That's cool, man. That I think you're playing for a legendary artist, man. Jay is just, that guy's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
he's gonna be around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit going back to Facebook and stuff like that. When you put something out, Mario, do you put it out with the intention of like, nah, that's kind of throwing you under the bus. Nah, well, I'll say it.
No,
like,
just do it, bro. It's all
like
good.
when you put something out, it's like, toma puto. There it is, right there, papa. It could be Setsa's new song. We'll just throw that right. Boom. You don't want to record with me, or you want to look. Boom. This one's gonna take. Do you ever have that like inside like, toma cabrón, like here you go, or you might have heard through the grapevine some other producer, somebody saying, hey, yeah, he's all right. I mean, you guys make him more than what he is, que la chingada, and it gets back to you like, oh, see, huh? Here you go. I'm just saying.
I mean, there might have been a couple.
More than a couple.
Nah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's not so much like toma way or whatever, but I don't know. No, I mean, when I put out my post, man, it's just, I'm just being real, I guess,
No, I mean, that's what social media is for. I mean, for me, I mean, be real, be who you are. Don't be who you're not. Because there's a lot of people on social media that are who they're not.
Oh, yeah.
I see people on social media post some shit, and I'm just like, hold up, bro.
Yeah.
You prayed for you. I just seen you at the strip club. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you're right on that. That's another Wacky Wednesday. Yeah.
I just, I'm glad that you're here, bro, because I'm glad that people get to see Mario for who he is. The dude's a Grammy award-winning producer, Grammy award-winning artist. Like, you know what I mean? And what I love about it, bro, is that you're not scared. Some people are comfortable. You haven't gotten comfortable. I think when you start feeling yourself get comfortable, you open up that other room.
Yes.
You know what?
That's
I'm
exactly
comfortable.
what it is.
I don't know about this video shit, but we're gonna do one. We're gonna make a video room. That's good.
You hit it right on the nail, bro. Yeah. Because that's where I got to a point in my life where I was like, just stuck, man. And I've always been the behind the scenes kind of guy, right? Real quiet and just chill. And then finally, like, people started noticing, and even my wife was like, "What's the matter with you? Like, what's going on?" I don't know. I'm done. Like, I wanted to quit everything. I wanted to quit the band. I wanted to go stop being on the road. I wanted to stop playing. I want to stop putting up with everybody's BS, bro. Like, that's all I do. Sometimes I feel like I'm a psychologist or something, just having to sit down.
People call you. It started with, "Hey, Mario, you working on this?" And then it goes into like, "Yeah, I'm giving you all my fucking problems."
I know.
And you got to solve them. And we're not hanging up until you give me the answer that I need to
You know
hear.
what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. Because, like, it would always go back to, well, what are your goals, man? What are you trying to do for this album? What are you trying to do for your career? And then it starts off with one thing and it leads to another. And I'm just like, okay, well, and whatever, man. Like, that's me, man. I'm here to help. I'm here to do whatever I can to get you to that next level, if I can do that. If I can't do that, well, let me introduce you to this guy, and he'll do it for you.
So you do so. Okay, so I'm Rudy y sus huevos rancheros. All right, I'm a new group. I'm here from Live Oak, Texas. Right, I got my band together. We've been playing in the garage. We put a little demo out. I give it to you. If you can do that, that's badass. If you can give me my demo and look at it and be like, Bump or Rudy, y huevos rancheros, I like 2 songs on this thing, but I'm either one, I'm too busy, or I can't do it. But you're not blowing out the candle.
Yeah.
Right? You're just saying, hey, man, take this candle, take it to my boy over here.
Mm-hmm.
he'll work with that candle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's badass.
Because that's just how it should be, bro. Spread the wealth, you know. I've dealt with and that goes back to me paying my dues growing up and getting screwed a lot, man. You know, I've seen it.
Favor. Hey, just do me his favor. Just do me his favor. That's all it's I could see it. In what you do, I mean, being around the industry for the little bit of time that I've been around it, I can see that. I can see like, hey Mario, I just need help with just this one piece. And that one piece turns into Mario messing with it and be like, hey bro, the rest of this sounds like shit. Let me work. And next thing you know, you got a masterpiece by Mario and you didn't pay shit.
Yeah.
No. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, that's been a lot of times. Yeah.
And you learn like, nah, not no more.
Yeah.
Consultant fee. A consult fee.
Yeah, man.
Shit, man. That's hilarious, man. Here, let me do one. Tonight's show is sponsored by Smart Choice Homes, 210-622-9611. They're actually the biggest sponsor right now of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I went out there this weekend. Beautiful homes. If you're in the market of buying a home, if you own some land, whatever, they got beautiful, beautiful mobile homes out there. Call Smart Choice Homes now, right? So 210-622-9611. Hit up my boy Jarvis. He will take care of you. And with that being said, I picked up one more this week. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, I got to pay some bills.
There you go.
Shout out to my boy Michael Willow down in Beeville, Texas at Blake Fullen Winder. I think I'm saying that right. It's some crazy ass last name. Blake, it's the only Dodge store there in Beeville. Hit him up. Look him up. Michael Willow, he's a sales manager. You can hit him up at 361-318-7769. Again, Michael Willow, 361-318-7769. He also has a nice little jingle too, man. That guy.
Nice.
He had somebody in the Bruno Mars cap made him a song. We have Beeville has a Bruno Mars connection.
Yeah.
The guy that makes his music, I think his producer that's in his band.
Okay.
I don't know his name, but he's married to a girl from Beeville, and
I know you're talking about.
You see, small world. He knows what I'm talking about. So, but no, man, Mario, you get to mingle around. What is your biggest moment, whether it's winning a Grammy, whether it's walking up on a stage? Is there a time in Mario O's, for your fans, for your people who follow you, for your, colleagues to know, is there ever a time where you were just like, yo, this is the shit. Like, I'm here. Like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, kind of, I made it. You remember a time like that?
Man.
I'm pretty sure you've had plenty. But one that just sticks out to you where, you know what I mean? You're just like, God dang, dude, I can't believe this shit.
I want to say, like, the gig that we did with Jay at the Houston Rodeo when it was Reliance Stadium. It was us and Ramon Ayala. So we went on that stage that, goes around, whatever. And that time we had, Ramon, of course, had a lot to do with it, but they had broken the record, 72,000 something people there. The noise, bro, it was just stupid crazy. Like, and they filmed it and everything, and
people jamming his songs, like singing it back.
Like,
that's gotta be
crazy. I remember one time too, and the first time I ever went to Mexico, to Monterrey, I was that Debbie Downer guy. Like, no, not me.
The old Debbie Downer.
Yeah,
the old Debbie Downer.
I just didn't want to go to Mexico because, I'm from a border town, man, but I really knew the ropes. Like, just, I don't know, man.
You don't want nothing to do with that.
No, so we got there and it was a huge club, man. And the whole day I was just, man, I want to go home already. I'm miserable and da-da-da-da.
And they don't start over there till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, we didn't start till about almost 4:30, 5 o'clock.
In the morning?
In the morning. Yeah. There was an opening band and they started like at 1 or 2. So we went on probably about 3. There's been times where we've gone all the way like to San Luis, and we start like at 5, and they're there partying, man. People are just rowdy, and they love it. Over there, I'm not gonna lie, dude. They treat us like rock stars, bro. Like, man, it's crazy.
Well, I seen in Monterrey, like when y'all go, they don't print posters. They paint posters.
They paint on the
they
walls.
paint on the actual walls.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So you were saying you was in the big club when you got there. You wanted to come home.
Yeah. So, long story short, you get to the night, and you can hear just a, and it's just the crowd, It's like la la la. So you walk out, dude. Capacity was like 4,000. They put in 7,500 people in that club, dude, and they're all like this. Like you could not walk in that place. So they have those DJs and aquí estamos en vivo, Jay Perez, and they hype it up, and they're getting the people crunk, man. And so we do the whole, La Sombra, you get on and
get everybody rowdy,
and then we start our intro, we play, and that was a little more intimate compared to the Houston rodeo, because the people at the rodeo are way out there in the seats, and you're in the middle of the arena there, right? But just the crowd noise, man. So in Monterrey, it was like, it gave me chills, and I just like, okay, I love you, Mexico. Like, I want to come back, So, yeah, the rodeo thing too was the craziest feeling, dude. Because that crowd, it's whenever you go to football games.
So you're from the dressing room. They're like, "Hey, let's go," and you can hear the crowd. I bet your heart's beating.
Oh, bro, it was
the
scary.
Whole way.
It was scary.
Don't let me trip. Don't let me trip.
Yeah.
Don't let me trip.
And before, like back then, I used to be that crazy keyboard player that would move around a lot and so I was like, all right, let's make sure we're gonna be good, man. All the patches are right, and it was the best experience ever, man. Yeah, like, it was just.
Are you? Some people say they're more nervous to play for a
that
crowd.
Would be me.
You're more nervous to play for a crowd of 50 people,
3 people,
than you are for a big old crowd.
Yeah,
that's you.
That's me, dude. All the time, and people freak out on that when I say that. I'm like, I'm nervous, dude. What do you mean? Yeah, last night we just played at a festival with the. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's like, it's more intense because now they're right there. It's real intimate.
Nah, that's badass, bro. If there was an artist, I don't care genre. Like I said, mine would be Little Joe, to interview Little Joe. For Little Joe to sit in that chair where you're at and have it interview me, for me, that would be like, hey, I made it. Like, hey, you know what I mean? I got the King of the Brown sound.
Yeah,
right?
Man.
What would be a knock on your studio door?
Damn.
And it only can be one. It only can be one.
That's
Who would it be where you'd be like, bro, I'll do this shit for free. I know that wouldn't be the answer, but you know what I mean? Who would Mario O's artist be?
That's a good one, man. I don't know. There's so many, dude. There's so many like influencers, right? Probably Prince. Prince, because he was that dude that did it all.
He was a badass musician.
He was a bad dude, man.
That dude was I'm not even a huge Prince fan, but just reading on him, like even after it's like the guy was nitpicky about everything.
And of course nowadays, like you have your Bruno Mars, like that's one of my like, damn.
If you could,
yeah, like that's whatever. I'm dropping everything. I don't care what happens. I'm there.
I got you. What is the biggest artist that you've had come into, and that come in and worked with you, that gave you a song to work on?
I don't know, man. I mean, as far as like mainstream guys, because we're doing stuff with the Commodores, some rappers, I don't know, like Paul Wall, Chingo Bling.
You worked with all these guys before?
Mm-hmm. Did some stuff with Frankie J, Baby Bash, and those guys.
That's cool, bro. That's.
I mean, there's a few, that I'm like, wow, like this is like another level type of deal.
It's definitely not out of your realm because you played with the Commodores. You know what I mean? It's not that's out of your realm, but it definitely not something you're working on.
Yeah, it's
Week
not
on a week in, week out basis. What would you say, Mario, to a guy who's sitting in his living room right now, staring at his MacBook, and he's ordering a bunch of egg crates, like I had, and he's going to build himself a studio, and he wants to. What would you say to that guy? To that young cat?
As far as what?
Anything. What what would be your professional message to that guy?
Take it serious, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, man. What we do, right? Not anybody can just put a song together or mix and master a record for you. But nowadays too, you have like YouTube and social media to give you tutorials and show you how to do this and show you how to do that. Back then you didn't have that. When I was working with Gibby, I was always, what are you doing? Well, show me. And you can tell, like, he wanted to, but it's like, hey, well, you got to learn on your own, So it was like, well, I'll just do this real quick and and just move this knob and just kind of.
Like nothing.
Hey, well, hold on, dude. Like, let me.
I didn't write that shit down. I'm still on the knob. Yeah.
So you're kind of learning, but then you kind of have to just learn on your own and just work at it, man. And
just take your job serious.
Take your job serious. I mean, hang around with, rub elbows with people that, that are gonna kind of help you and guide you, because that's how it was for me too, man. Like, you don't learn everything by yourself, bro. You have to kind of take a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You ever stop what you're doing and say, man, look at your phone and be like, man, I'm gonna have to call Gibby.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fact like where you just not that you didn't know what you're doing, but like,
oh, okay.
you, like maybe like a second opinion, like, man,
no, for sure. That's yeah.
That's fucking respect right there, bro.
Yeah, you have to, bro. Like, that's just, again, the respect. And just Gibby was like kind of like a father figure to me too, man. Because when I moved to San Antonio, him and Deborah, his wife, like, they took me in like I was their son, dude. So I think that was another reason too why he was a little hard on me, but he was still like trying to just boost me up. Because, dude, honestly, like, I give it up to Gilbert, man, because that's kind of where I became what I became, I guess, in this industry. I learned everything there. Not everything, but mostly. He taught me the ropes, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I just knew how to do a few little things here and there. And then you get tips from this guy, tips from that guy. And then you take it to work, and he's showing you and introducing you to newer things and showing you how to do this. Yeah. And basically just learning the old school ways too, man, is what kind of like sets you apart from all these nerds and these geeks nowadays, man, that they get real technical with everything, man. And I'm just kind of like, I'm good where I'm at, and it's working, so
they want to take you like, hey, that's a little too much.
Like
that's a little too much. That's definitely a little too much.
But no, there's always those times, man. Like, we don't talk as much as we normally used to right back in the day, but obviously because now, I have my life and whatever, and we're busy. He's busy, and but we still
mutual respect, though.
Yeah, always, man.
That word respect, dude. Again, the more I hang around the onda a little bit, and before I let you get off the hook and we call it a night, I want to bring up the status or the stage of where our genre is right now. You have a big say so as far as saying like, hey, the door's wide open. I couldn't agree with you more. The door is a lot wider than it is in any other kind of musical genre. But as a fan, you're a professional. I'm a fan. I'm okay with that. Because that just means hala chinga. You never know what you're going to get, bro, on Wacky Wednesday, dog. You never know what you know. Watch out. Don't drop the light. Come over here real quick. Come say hi to everybody.
Cool. What's up,
Come
dude?
say hi to everybody. Sit down right here. We got a special guest tonight on the Wacky Wednesday studio. Check it out. Hope you're not scared of clowns, but there he is.
I was like,
oh,
what?
with the bat, fool. With the freaking bat. All right. Thank you, Killer Clown. Appreciate it. Oh, it's Jacob. All right, man. Say hi to my buddy Mario. Shake his hand.
What's up, brother? How are you, buddy?
Hey, remember him? He let you play the drums, remember?
Oh, that's right.
In the
You're
studio?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Love you. Good night. Welcome to Wacky Wednesday. You never know what you're going to get, bro. We got a attack of the killer clowns here, right here. But as I was saying, you know, the door's wide open. And for me, it's not a bad thing. I'm open for new music. And I'm speaking on where our music is, in my opinion. I think that we have a lot of A bands that, you know, and I've said this before, they need to reach out that hand. And they need to get that B and C band and be like, hey, you know what? I got this big gig. And instead of getting this band, it's an also A band, but you know, they want to get as many people as you can in there. Let's put, you're an A band, but you're going to be an A- tonight, right? You're going to open up for me, whatever. Get those B and C bands out there, man. Let them open up for a big show. And I get it, dude. Like, you want to pack the place, you want to make money, but we have to find a way. We have to find a way to make our music, our genre grow. And I think our fans, I say this week in and week out, there's only a few bands in the genre right now. And they're in less than one hand that can reach a 15 to 25-year-old right now. That I can go into an 18-year-old's phone and say, let me see your phone.
Yeah, you're not
going to find it, but you're going to find these 2 or 3 artists that I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And they know their songs, right? What are they doing that you're not doing or that this group's not doing? You know what I mean? So we can, you know, just look at my demographics of the show. You know, like, I don't have hardly anybody under the age of 30 watch Wacky Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
They're all going to be older people. Right. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. But what do we have to do? Mario, how do we fix that?
That's a topic that's been discussed for some time now, man. Trying to figure out that new formula. Like, what is it going to take to change the game? Because you're right, bro. Like, the demographics right now, it's crazy. Like, you see it at our shows, you know, it's 40 and up, you know. Just the other day I was talking.
Easy, dog. Easy. Hold up, bro.
But it's true. I mean, you'll see some 30-year-olds every once in a while, the 20-year-olds. But about 10 years ago, it was different. Now it's completely changed, man. I don't know, man. Because then it's like, was it going to be like disco? It kind of just faded out. It was just the phase. You know, we've been around, maybe 20, 30 years or so.
What, the genre?
Well, the actual peak, like the peak.
The peak, I would say,
20 years maybe.
50.
Well, okay.
1980.
Well, like in the 80s, right? That's when it was kind of like, okay,
80s,
now it's...
80s,
because this
90s.
has been around since the 40s, 50s, the polkas and, you know.
I see what you're saying. So I would say, you're right, about maybe 35 years.
Yeah.
35 years.
To where it's like there's bands touring every weekend and there's people going to 35 clubs.
Years.
So, and I've seen it like, and you still see it at the shows. It's the same people, the same faces, the same venues, the same clubs. We're playing the same songs. It's all a routine. Everybody got comfortable. So the established artists, that's why they're established. They're set in their ways, they're comfortable. Some don't want change. Some can't handle change. What are we doing to attract the younger crowds? Well, I don't think these guys can do that anymore because they're already set in their ways. And I'm part of that. So, but a part of me too is like, I'm trying to be young. I'm trying to be hip to this next generation.
Right.
I'm trying to,
like Chris Eston said, like leave it for the next generation so they can enjoy it. They can love it.
okay, so now what are they doing? Because as our generation, like if you put us in that position to what are you going to do? Well, you have to just come here, mijo, listen to this. Sit down right here and listen to this. This is, if I sit down, if I put my son in a chair and, hey, listen to this real quick. You know, this is a mix that I'm working on for da 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 da. He's going to do that. He'll be staring at it for like 10 seconds and he's just going to get on his phone. He's bored. Why? Well, you get these comments like at the dances, you know, or whatever. What do you play with? Oh, I play with so-and-so band. Oh, yeah, that's my grandma's favorite artist, or that's my tío's, you know. And it's like,
You don't hear like, that's my favorite artist.
yeah. And I'm speaking the younger kids, right? So, I don't know, man. Like, what is it that we can do to change this game, dude? We have to step it up. Like, going back again, dude, the social media stuff. A lot of these older guys aren't doing that. Not too many of these guys have websites or just do random TikTok videos. They don't even know what TikTok is.
No, you're right. I mean,
So
do you blame some of it on the parents, maybe?
Well,
We're not.
well, no, because you again going back to like me about my son doing music.
You could give it to him, and he's not gonna.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because
I got
he's around it. He knows what I do. I honestly don't like taking him to the gigs or being around all the desmadre that happens. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want that for my son because it's another world. So he'll go every once in a while to like a festival. Just the other day, I took him to this church festival here, and are you gonna be okay? And it was just me and him. Like the wife stayed home, so I didn't have really anybody to watch him.
Right.
And this was like one of the first times.
He's 14, right?
And he's 14. So that's all it was. It was just 2 hours, bro.
Are you done, Dad?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Are you good? Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good. Can I wait in the car? I'm like, oh.
Why did you come? You just want to wait in the
You know
car.
what I mean? But because, you know, he wants to spend time with his dad. I want to spend time with him, and it's cool, whatever. But it's not what these kids are listening to nowadays. So is there room for change, or is it able to evolve? I don't know, man.
I think there needs to be, and we could go a whole nother show about this, but I think there needs to be a mixture of us. When I say us, because I'm considering myself part of the Tejano on the right, we need to be able to broaden our minds and change with the time as well.
Yeah.
Right. And be open to it, because you said something earlier, like a lot of the artists, they're stuck in their ways. You're not going to change them.
Yeah.
And then when a new artist comes up and they're playing some off the, which is not traditional, but it's still, for the old artists, they're like, hey bro, what are you doing to our music? You know, you have to find that perfect, that blend. Like, we're not disrespecting the music, but we're taking our influences of, you know, teenagers and putting it in with the music of our parents, and you know, they're gonna have their own way of expressing themselves. I don't know. There's got to be a mixture, bro. And
No, you're right. But you know what, too, dude? What's gonna have to happen, and I was talking about this with my friend Carlos Alvarez. He's the Texas chapter president of the Grammys, and he's like A&R for this big record label. So he knows, like, he's also a musician, so he's been around the onda. He's played. He knows the business, but he's keeping up with the times too. And what we were discussing the other day was, what has to happen here is it needs a new face. It needs a new name. So let's not call it Tejano anymore. It could be Tex-Mex, or it could be Texarkana, Tex Americana, or whatever. Like, just something different to start because what's going on right now too, man, like with the Recording Academy, the Grammys, or even sometimes your TTMAs, the awards. well, why is that guy nominated for a Tejano album of the year if they're norteño? Same thing with the Grammys. There's always something, and I hate to throw them under the bus, but it's a topic that I have to talk about, man, because I'm part of the Recording Academy too, and I'm a member, and I always try to support everyone, man, and make them realize, like, it's not politics, and it's not, well, if you don't know this guy, whatever,
then you're not even gonna be. Yeah, I got you.
What sucks, dude, is like our category, the Tejano category, already got thrown out of the American Grammys because we never get enough submissions. So
you see this is shit this is stuff you're not gonna read about. You're gonna hear about it,
and you get complaints all the time, and that's why. Well, the Grammys, screw the Grammys, and I'm not gonna pay $100 and blah blah blah. Well, then stop crying about it. You're over here complaining and always crying there. Well, if you're not working with so and so records or at this studio and da da da, you're not gonna get in there. No, that's not true, man. What sucks is that now, like, that I'm more involved, I'm helping with submissions. Like, some of the people that got nominated this year was because we hit them up. I hit them up. Hey, dude, did you submit your album for the Recording Academy, the Grammys? Oh, no, I don't know how to do it. Just give me a record. I'll do it for you. Why is that happening when you should be doing that on your own?
You got to do your legwork.
We're lazy, bro. They're lazy. They don't put the legwork. They don't hustle. They don't know. They're misinformed. So, like, that's why we're trying to help you, and that's why we're trying to do these things and get with the right team, and we're trying to explain to you, instead of you bashing all the time and talking all this noise and saying that, no, we're only in for ourselves, or this guy's too conceited, or this guy, no.
Well, man, I learned something new. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, you got to submit your stuff. That, there's a, I'm thinking that there's a group of people who listen to Tejano music and be like, I like this song, I like this song, I like this producer, put them in a group and they win. That's my thought process. No. Right? But you just threw that shit out the window. Like, yeah, there's people in between.
No, it's a process, bro.
It's a process. One of the things I always bring up is, you ever watch even our own Latin Grammys? Even our own Latin Grammys, Latino Grammys, not even just mainstream Grammys. If you have a cowboy hat and an accordion, bajo sexto, if you're not Los Tigres del Norte, they're not gonna play you on the Grammy night. Like, they're not gonna show an artist playing on national TV. Like there was one where somebody was gonna play. I don't know who it was. They're like, watch it. They're gonna do a Selena tribute, or it was an award for Selena. Mm-hmm. I watched the whole thing, bro. Last year, I remember I watched the whole thing, like 3 hours, waiting maybe the next one.
Oh, and it was maybe, like this small,
and dude, it was at the very end, some small shit.
Yeah,
like, and when I read about these things, and the reason I love having a podcast, because I get to pass this information to you, is that, what's sad is, like, even with the Latin Grammys, the reggaeton, that salsa, the merengue, I love that music. I listen to it, on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. But why do those artists get mainstream? Why do they get called up
because and they get to talk in numbers?
But is that actually true? If you look at sales, Regional Mexican kills all of their sales. How come they're not up there? How come they're not up there giving an award? How come they're not? And you know what's funny is Grupo Firme. Mm-hmm. They're deep. If you follow them, they're deep.
Yeah, they're like the hottest thing right now.
Right. But what they want to do is they want to go to Miami and say, hey, you know what? We're right here. We're right here and we ain't going nowhere. And so they've been bringing up what I'm saying. They've been going public with it. So now the reggaeton artists now they're firing back. Like, what do you mean? Well, they're right. They're not lying, right? When do you see a Mexican artist up there as the main thing or the main? You don't.
Yeah, you're right on that.
You don't. And as far as numbers, that's what I thought. That was, maybe these guys just sell more records.
I thought you were comparing like the Tejanos to
No.
the reggaetons.
I'm just saying. In general,
you're
right?
right,
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have Intocable. I mean, I see Intocable a couple of times every now and then.
They do though. Like they're obviously there's more of the reggaeton pop, international pop, whatever. There's more of that. I think because I don't know. That's just been the thing. The rave for so long now. So like now, like you have this whole other world now with the Grupo Firmes and the Sureño stuff and all that, the bandas and all that. So like, because you do see them perform, you see the bandas on there, you see the Lupio Riveras and stuff like that.
But it's at 8:00. Or hey, earlier in the day, oh boy received an award. Like, well, I do. You're right. I on the mainstream every now and then I will see, but are they like tonight performance by and like every commercial performance by?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't get that love.
It's usually who's hitting the hardest right now, man, and usually it's those type of artists, the Pitbulls and the Malumas and all that stuff.
I went to the Maluma concert here in San Antonio.
Yeah,
bro, I knew like one of his songs, but dude, it was crazy to see all the 15 to 25-year-olds there.
That's what I'm saying,
singing his songs word for word. So it's not,
and that's what it is.
And it's not that it's. So I thought, well, maybe because it's Spanish.
No,
they like rap, they like English, but they're there singing every single word of Maluma's song. 15 to 25-year-olds.
And you just hit it right on the nail, bro. That's why they're on top of that game, the visual world. That's why they're getting primetime spots on TV and stuff like that. You see them on the Tonight Show. You see them on,
Somebody put "Money Makes the Monkey Dance."
Oh yeah, because of the young kids. So that's going back to this whole thing, man. It's all about the youth right now, bro. So, what is it that we have to do to get the youth? But Manuel,
there needs to be a change. There's a lot of youth out there, bro. For instance, and I'm speaking local in general, our genre, Tejano. Last Friday, I got to see an accordionist who's 19, maybe 20 years old, from a whole different, not whole different, because it's conjunto, right? Conjunto Tejano. He's from Tejano Cats. Conjunto Cats.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke. He played accordion for Mike Gonzalez and Iconics.
I saw that.
The Jimmy Gonzalez tribute band, right? Bro, to see him up there and then to see Alex Basulto, who's the lead singer, to see those two young cats right next to each other, it makes me like, okay, we're okay.
Yeah.
Like they're still embracing it. They're still playing it. Now we got to get the people to embrace it and know like, hey, there's young kids out here pushing music. You know what I mean? Like La 45.
Mm-hmm.
Those dudes are all young, bro.
Yeah.
Big band, old school Tejano sound. So I don't know. That's for a whole nother show, man. Talking about, where we're at, where we want to go. Bumpers Wacky Wins is going to continue to push what I can, whether it's producers, sound engineers, musicians, roadies. I don't give a shit. Like, if you're part of the music business and you want to sit down and talk, because it just really opens our eyes. Like, maybe somebody watched tonight and was like, shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, these people got to go to Mario and he's got to sit there. Hey, Mario, one question I didn't ask you. Are you one of those producers, one of those guys? You're like, you let them have it? Or do you put the butter in the tortilla for them? Like,
man, I try to put butter first, try to help and yeah, it sounds great, but there's been two that I've had to like, hey, sabes que nomás no, like you're just not a singer, like like it's
oh shit,
they come back and it sounds horrible. Well, I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I wish there was a Luis Miguel plugin or something that I can put on there, but
yeah,
it's just, yeah.
Nah.
But, again, going back to the Academy and the awards, man, keep, let's keep this genre alive, man, because I did want to mention this, man. they want to kick us off the Land Grammys too, because there's not enough submissions, and that's just people not caring, not giving a damn anymore. There's a big difference between the Tejano Awards and the Grammys. You know, it's. I still want to be over here, man. Like, let's keep this going. So, if y'all have any questions, man, hit me up. I can hook you up with whoever I need to hook you up. But let's keep this thing going. You know, let's get our music out there. Let's just be 100 with it, man. Put your time and effort and everything. You know, let's stop doing these demos, man, and let's put some real music out there. And because too, like, I've heard the stories, man, when they're, because how it works, man. There's a committee. There's people that listen to the music, the submissions, and if there's one guy that does know about Tejano music, he can be that guy and says, well, that's not Tejano. Let's take it out. And there you go. Now it's just less and less and less and less. Or, well, this doesn't sound good. You know, somebody that's a country head or a rap artist, and they're there listening to the music, and, well, that doesn't sound good, man. That guy's singing out of key. This da 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 da. So my point is, you know, let's keep this thing going, man, and put some good music out. Practice your craft, get better at it, get some gigs, you know.
Gigging's where it's at.
Gigging's where it's at, man.
And not just getting gigs. Like, if you own somewhere, give these guys a shot, man. Right? Or get these A bands in there. Like, gigging is where it's at. And the only way we're going to stay, you know, relevant and having a good time, like, we got to be able to go to shows. If there's no shows, then we're stuck to this. You know what I'm saying?
Much, yeah.
And, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, me and just talking to Mario right now, and just like these couple of hours, like, we literally could go on for another 2 hours and talk about all kinds of shit. But I really wanted him to come on here and really, you know, you really pushed the envelope, you know, and I wanted my friends that are up and coming artists to hear it from the horse's mouth. Like, hey, this is the way I see it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, you didn't say anything that was negative. You know, the comment about the candle, it was great. Like, we're not, again, I took it like, hey, we're not burning out your candle. You might give the candle to somebody else to make it brighter, or you might take it and make it brighter.
But too, man, it's honest criticism, dude. And a lot of people are sometimes a little too sensitive.
Yeah, there you go.
And there's people that are scared to say things. And I'm not scared, because I'm just being real, dude. Like, you're asking me, what is it we need to do? And what do you see, and how do you see it? Well, this is how it goes. Because now I'm seeing it on a different perspective, man. Because now I'm a business guy. Like, it's not just about making beats and here you go. I got to pay my bills. I got to pay rent. I got to pay taxes. I got to pay whatever. Like, how are we going to do this? Why is this guy making this kind of money? And this band is like, why is this band touring with screens and we're not? Why is, you know, well, because it's all, what's your goal here, man? Like, when you're going to record an album, what are you going to do? Well, I don't know. I want to sell it on iTunes. Okay, and then what? How are you going to get it on iTunes? Well, I don't know. I have to get on YouTube and figure it out. And, you know, so it's.
Nah, you're right. Like, the people they come with their shot. But what are you going to do after you shoot it?
Yeah.
That's the problem, right?
Figure it out.
Like,
come with a game plan, man.
A business plan.
A business plan. Because this is a business.
You know, nobody starts a business by saying, hey, you know what, Mario? Oh, let's make these fucking soundboards, bro.
Yeah, let's see what.
Hey, we got to figure out where we're going to get the material for, how much it's going to cost us, how much we can make, you know, where we're going to store it, how we're going to deliver it.
Yeah.
You know, all these things you don't just like, making a song is one part. But again, this is why I love doing this podcast, because it gives everybody a good 360-degree view of what it takes for you to turn on that radio and hear a badass song. Yeah. Or turn on the radio and be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Or turn on the radio and get an artist call you and be like, that's garbage. I don't know how I made it there. But it is what it is, man. Let me look at the comments before we say goodnight. I don't want to miss anybody. TDK. Oh, that's right, dude. I made my Tejano debut on last Friday. I got up and played the Weedo a little bit for that thing in the back. Let's see. Shout out to Lucy Benavides. Lucy, thank you for always promoting the show, man. Always, and doing what you do for the Onda también. TDK. You know TDK?
TDK.
You know what it stands for?
What?
The Tejano Dancing King.
Oh,
That vato, bro. That vato can make... Bro, you could be a girl and never... You got 2 left feet.
Yeah.
He'll make you look like you just came off Dancing with the Stars, bro. So shout out to my boy TDK. Really cool dude. Really, really, really cool, good guy to talk to. Let's see. Ruben Lopez. They're soft and they get their feelings hurt too easily. El Mike G. Where did you buy your soundboards? Asking for a friend.
BabyGrandRecords.com. We'll hook you up, brother.
There you go. Hit them up. BabyGrandRecords.com. So, Verdi Barra, completo. You talked about, being out of state. They're playing Tejano music over there in Florida.
Yeah.
But they put out some badass jams, man.
Yeah, he's working with me too, man.
Yeah. They what song did they do with you? You remember? Off the top of your head?
Man, something I did. I don't even remember. Dude.
Beso de Aire. Yeah.
That was one, and we're doing a couple more right now too, man. So shout out to Vert. Yeah, man.
And everybody to Vidal, all them down there in Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning in to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, this is what you get every single Wednesday at 7:30. But this week, you get to see my beautiful face and hear my beautiful voice 2 more times this week before the week is over. Tomorrow night, right now in the seat where Mario is, I'm going to have the beautiful Miss Demi Garcia, Tejano recording artist. She's going to be here. She promised to bring her little guitar.
Nice.
And do some jamming with us. And she's a mom. And we're going to talk. She has to juggle everything you juggle with. And so, it's going to be a great, great interview. And she's coming in from Houston. So if you like tonight, man, make sure you tune in at the same time tomorrow. It'll be Wacky Wednesday on a Thursday. Miss Demi Garcia will be here in the studio. Let's see. Mario, I want to personally thank you, bro, for 1, for being a friend. 2, for coming, and spending a couple of hours with me, and you could be spending with your family. I know you're a busy man. You laid it all on the line here and let us know how busy you are. But I want to thank you, man, for being just a genuine person, bro. Because that's the vibe that I've gotten from you since the very first second that I met you. Your vibe is genuine. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be nobody you ain't. I've seen you at gigs. You've gone out of your way to tell me what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's badass. You know what I'm saying? And I want to wish you all the best, dude, and all your new endeavors, bro. I hope that, you're making Kraft macaroni and cheese commercials that are making you $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's the plan, bro. That's the goal.
You know what I mean? And I want to be able to say, like, when I see a credit in a movie, I had that vato on my show, bro. That, for me, that's what it's about, bro. Like, damn, I had that dude on my show. So, bro, thank you, bro. And if you want to give any shout outs or say anything before we get off.
Of course, shout out to my family, to my wife. I love you guys. I miss y'all. See you in a little bit. My parents, who always, supported me, man, and basically like, well, here you go, run with it,
Yeah.
My sister, my family, her kids too. They've always supported me and made me feel like a king, man. So to all the fans, we thank you, because obviously if we didn't have the fans, like we wouldn't be where we're at, man. Right. So much love to everybody, man. Whether you're a Jay Perez fan or Commodores or even just the band fan or Mario O fan, we thank you guys. To my band too, my road warriors, man, my dogs, my brothers. Like, we sometimes get sick of each other, seeing every weekend, but we're there for each other, man, and that's something that's been a huge part of my life too, man, because I see them every week, man, for many years and many years, and we just share this bond, dude. So just big old shout out to my guys, man, from the band, former band members, anybody that I've toured with. I love everybody, man, and that's one thing too that I'd like to get across, man, is you always gotta have that love, man, the respect. Be loyal to each other, man, because this business is so cutthroat, man. It's so cutthroat, bro.
but there's plenty of room for people to eat, bro.
Exactly.
There's a buffet at the table.
Man,
let everybody
let everybody
scoot
eat,
over.
Exactly. You know, if someone else has a bigger piece of the pie, well, hey man, you know what? Aquí te va, bro. So just that, man, you know, just to my people back home from Del Rio, you know, always been there supporting me and my music, man. I love you guys. My church back home. Just everybody in general, man. That's all.
Everybody that's made Mario who he is today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
it takes a
very
village,
thankful,
bro.
man.
It takes a village
No
to
doubt,
raise
bro.
somebody, man.
No doubt.
And you take from everybody to become who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, Mario, dude, I want to thank you, bro. I want to thank you for what you do for our music, for our genre, for our culture.
Yeah, brother.
That word gets left out a lot when they talk about music, but our culture to me is important, bro.
No doubt.
And that's a real reason why I don't want to ever let this music just disappear into the books.
Yeah.
Like there used to be this music that people
Right.
listen to, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's who we are. It's what we are, and we need to find a way to keep it alive at all costs.
Yeah.
At all costs. So again, man, if you're joining us for the first night or for the first time, thank you so much. It's live. There's no script here. We're just hanging out, man. Two guys hanging out, having great conversation. If we didn't get to your comment, I'm sorry. It's sometimes it's kind of hard to conduct the interview and read the comments. Shout out to all my family in Florida. Again, to my brother-in-law, thank you so much, Nene, for all your help with all my graphics and whatnot. To my cousin Wacky out there, always giving, backing up the artists all the time. He's backing up all the DJs. Thanks, man. TDK, we'll see you on the dance floor here soon, man. To everybody watching, I want to... you guys have a great week. Don't go nowhere, because you'll see me 24 hours from right now, 27 hours, 26 hours from now. Don't forget, tomorrow, Wacky Wednesday on a Thursday. Put it on your calendar, 7:30. Demi Garcia will be in the studio, jamming out and having a great conversation. So we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Y'all have a good one, Mario. Gracias, brother.
Thank you, bro. Love you, bro.
Y'all have a good one. Till tomorrow. See y'all later.
Peace.